I tried a pump formula for a whole month. The question is, did I get insane pumps or did my body build a tolerance? So I tested Transparent Labs Pump. This is a naturally flavored pump supplement from Transparent Labs. Now, Transparent Labs is not short on pre-workouts. They have a bunch out there. Bulk, Lean, Bulk Black, they have some great pre-workouts. And the thing that makes it stand out from their other pre-workouts is that it doesn't have any stimulants. This one type of pre-workout is not for everyone. So we're going to discuss what my experience was over the month that I took it, and also who is it for, what kind of stack and results can you have with this type of supplement, and if it's even worth it for you to try. This is a nitrate-based formula. So Pump doesn't have any nootropics, nothing that will help with focus other than tyrosine. There's no stimulant, so you can take it either early in the day, middle of the day, or even at night, and it won't affect your sleep. Starting off with the drink, I had the blue raspberry, and I didn't get sick of it, but it is naturally flavored. So if you're looking for something super tasty, this pre-workout will not satisfy those needs, but it is naturally flavored. So if you're looking to reduce the amount of artificial stuff you have in your life, like myself, you'll appreciate this. And not only is it naturally flavored, but it also uses clinical doses of every ingredient required for a good workout. So you're gonna get those nitrates, the pump ingredients like citrulline, and it also has some special ingredients to reduce that tolerance that you may build up with nitrate-based ingredients. I used it on its own, and I also tried it with another pre-workout as well as a fat burner. So the fat burner I used it with was their Recomp, which is also by TL, which is Transparent Labs, but we're gonna call it TL just for simplicity's sake. I also use other pre-workouts with it, but what I found Transparent Labs to Pump to really shine with, so normally I have these stimulant complexes in my pre-workouts that can take a toll, and it can be taxing on the cardiovascular system, and this can be a problem for blood pressure as well as heart rate issues. However, with nitrates, I found it to reduce the side effects of those hard-hitting stimulants, making the experience better in every way, including pumps and the side effects of those stimulants. So the first week using this, I saw more veins and I got better pumps. The muscle tightness was really a highlight for this kind of formula, which doesn't have any water retention, wet pump inducing type of ingredients like glycerol. So it was a very dry muscle tightening experience, and this was typical or the same as when I tried it the first time, which I've done, but I didn't take it for a whole month. So going on to the second week, I saw what I noticed in my first week, and I also appreciated the increase in endurance. In between sets, I was able to push myself really hard for those working sets, but in between sets, I was able to recover quickly and efficiently, more so than when I didn't take pump. And I found it to be useful in this kind of cases where I was able to sustain the intensity while also improving my ability to breathe and recover better in between sets. So then I was able to reduce my soreness as well. I felt like I was reducing my soreness, increasing my performance in the gym, and the pumps, of course. But something happened in the third week, which wasn't like the first or second week. I noticed that it wasn't as effective, and I don't know what it was. With pump noticeably reduced in soreness, I was able to recover and push myself again for the next workout really efficiently, and the pumps were just amazing. I noticed how incredible the veins were popping out, especially in my shoulders, and I normally don't see as many veins when I don't take pump. And so the fourth week was similar to the third and second week, but the soreness was again reduced and it was a lot better. I was just able to push myself really well. The first thing was that the flavor was a little bit off. The flavor wasn't amazing. But however, for myself, I can handle, a little bit of a bad taste, but with blue raspberry, I felt like it was strong in the color department, even though it has natural flavors and coloring and all this. I just didn't have a good feeling drinking blue on an empty stomach. It was kind of weird. But even though it doesn't have any nootropics or anything that can increase focus, except for tyrosine, I felt like the increase in blood flow did help a lot with clearer thinking. And it was a lot easier to breathe and recover in between sets. My stamina was up. But taking it for a whole month was definitely a lot better than using it a few times a week and then not using it the next week. I felt like the benefits were compounding each week, and this was an amazing. You're paying about $1.60 per serving, and you're getting 30 servings. So you're paying about 50 bucks per bottle for 30 servings. And if you stack it with another pre-workout that may have similar ingredients like citrulline, you only need to use half a serving. But it's fantastic if you're using it with a fat burner, because the fat burner typically doesn't have pump-inducing ingredients. But with a high stimulant pre-workout like you may be using if you're watching my videos, then you'll appreciate something like this. And so this is where I think I should talk about who it's for, because I don't think this pump supplement is for everyone. Seeing how it's only a pump formula and it's focused on nitrates without those wet water pumps, I think it's made for those who want to maximize and push themselves, just 5 to 10% more than usual. This can really help, especially considering it has nitrates, which can help reduce blood pressure. And blood pressure can be elevated, due to caffeine and sodium intake. A lot of lifestyle things can come into play. So I really appreciated the pumps, the performance boost, and the natural flavoring with this pump formula. But again, it's not for everyone, especially if you are already taking a pre-workout with citrulline and pump-inducing ingredients. So if you want to check out the other reviews I have on TL pre-workouts, I have bulk black as well. I also compare them both, and also lean. Lean is a fat-burning pre-workout. But I mean, if you are already taking a pre-workout with pump-inducing ingredients, you don't need something like pump. But if you want to check it out, you can save a bit of cash using the link or the discount code below in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you.